This is episode 2 of the Online Learning Podcast. Are you making the most of the person you can be? Online learning is your gateway to expanding your horizons in a direction you may not even have thought of. Hello, I'm John Colley. Here on the Online Learning Podcast, we challenge you to find the online learning courses to take you to your next level. Expert in something? Why not create your own course and monetize that expertise? Come on, open this door with me and step inside the Online Learning Podcast. Welcome to the first full episode of the Online Learning Podcast. Today we've got a fabulous interview lined up with Gerry Kirk, but to start off we're going to go straight into this week's marketing tip of the week. And now the Online Learning Podcast's marketing tip of the week. This is one really designed for course creators, but if you've got any sort of online content, you can use it too. And my tip is a very simple one. If you've got an online course, then you should put a link to this and a little comment about it in your email signature on all your emails. So every time you send an email out to somebody, whether it's from your iPhone or from your iPad or from your laptop or your desktop, then they get a little reminder that you've got this great course on offer. And if you want to, you can include with that some sort of special discount code or coupon code to make it even more attractive. Clearly, if you've got a free course, then that's even more attractive too. You can mix these up. You can have, if you've got more than one course, you can have one on your laptop and a different one on your iPad or whatever, so people get a mixed message rather than a great big huge chunk of like 20 courses at the bottom, because that's too many to choose from. So I'd recommend just having one or two, but having your course details, like only a couple of lines saying what the course is, perhaps one benefit and a link to it, might be a way to spread the message and to get more students. So that's it. This week's marketing tip is to put a link to your Udemy course or your online learning course in your email signature block. Now we can move right into our interview with somebody who has created a course and who is going to talk to us all about it. And this week we're talking to Gerry Kirk. So let's crack on. And now it's time for this week's Course Creator interview. I'm really delighted to be able to introduce you to Gerry Kirk, who is somebody who I met through the Facebook groups for Udemy. And Gerry has very kindly agreed to come on and talk about what he's been doing in the way of course creation and the course that he's made. So, Gerry, welcome to the podcast.
Thanks, John. Thanks for inviting me.
I suppose the first question, just to sort of set the scene, is perhaps you can explain a little bit about who you are and what do you do?
Well, I'm based in Canada. And my background is primarily in IT, and I do a lot of work with teams, with organizations, and individuals, helping them get more results out of their efforts. So what that means really is looking at improving the way that they do their work, the way that they collaborate, and really stay on top of all of the competing demands that we have of our time so that they can really create the results that they want to have.
And how did you get into creating courses? Because I think in the pre-chat we had, you said you actually first found Udemy when it was really quite nascent and quite an early stage.
Yes, yeah, I discovered it really early on and was kind of intrigued by it. So I created a course in the early days when really there wasn't a lot of attention on the platform, just as kind of an experiment. And because I was also finding a lot of people were wanting to learn from a lot of things that I knew. So I created a quick course on it, didn't really do much with it, didn't really promote it. And then most recently created a second course on the platform today where it's got a lot more traction, it's got a lot more features and whatnot, and certainly a lot more potential as a instructor to reach a big audience.
Perhaps we can turn to that course, because as you know, the format of this is that we try to concentrate down on one course, our spotlight course for today. So what's the name of the course that we're spotlighting that you've created?
Well, the title really speaks to one of the dilemmas that most of us face on a daily basis, and it's called How to Stop Doing Busy Work, How to Do Your Best Work. So it's, we all face a lot of challenge. We often feel a little overwhelmed with our lifestyles and, some frustration really not getting to the things that matter to us. It seems like we only get to the things that, we have to get done, but don't really create the value that we're looking for in our lives. So that's what the course is really all about. It's helping us shift to not only getting things done, but getting the things that we really want to do, making time for them too.
It sounds definitely like I should be taking the course, I can assure you, with the piles of paper I've got spread around my desk at the moment. Can you just go into a little bit more about how the course is structured and the way you lead people through this process? I'm really thinking about somebody who's thinking they might be interested and might benefit from the course as to, what to expect when they come to the course page.